In 2025, a lot of people secretly want to be remote graphic designers, but feel completely blocked by one sentence: I have no experience. If that's you, this video is for you. Because here's the truth. When a job post says entry level or no experience required, it almost never means no skills required. Employers don't care about your framed diploma on the wall. They care about whether you can open a file, understand a short brief, and send back something that looks clean, on brand, and on time. The good news? You don't need a design degree, an agency background, or a fancy portfolio to start. You need a handful of core skills, a tiny but focused portfolio, and a smart way to find and pitch yourself for remote work. So let's break down what the best remote graphic design jobs with no experience actually look like in 2025, and how you can realistically get one. First, what does no experience really mean? In remote design, no experience usually means you haven't been paid yet. It doesn't mean you've never opened Canva or Figma, or that you don't have an eye for visuals. Employers still expect some basics. You understand hierarchy, so the most important message is the most visible. You have a feel for typography. Your text isn't all smashed together or using 10 different fonts. You can pick colors that don't scream at each other. And you can follow a simple brief without disappearing for 3 days. What they don't necessarily need is a degree or years of agency life. That's the shift that remote work has created. Instead of hiring full-time in-house designers, a lot of businesses just want someone part-time, flexible, and reliable who can handle very specific tasks. So what kind of jobs are actually realistic for beginners? Think about roles that are more execution-focused than strategy-heavy. One of the most accessible paths is social media graphics. Brands need Instagram posts, carousels, TikTok covers, LinkedIn banners, and simple ads over and over again. Once you understand a brand's fonts, colors, and tone, you're mostly plugging new content into a familiar system. Another beginner-friendly role is YouTube or podcast thumbnail design. These rely heavily on bold typography, clear layouts, and attention-grabbing imagery. You don't need to be a master illustrator to crop a compelling photo, add contrast, and make the title readable on a phone screen. You'll also see assistant-style roles: marketing design assistant, brand design assistant, junior production designer. In those jobs, you're supporting someone more senior, resizing assets, cleaning up slides, exporting the right file formats. You're not reinventing the entire brand, you're helping it stay consistent. And then there's the e-commerce world. Online shops on Shopify, Etsy, and Amazon constantly need product images, comparison graphics, and simple infographics. These are perfect practice grounds. Clear, practical layouts matter more than wild, experimental art. All of these roles share something in common. They're repetitive, scalable, and very well suited for remote, part-time, and junior-level work. But that raises the next question. How do you get hired if you've never worked with clients before? The answer is simple. Your portfolio becomes the product. And that portfolio does not have to be filled with paid client work. Start by picking 2 or 3 niches you actually enjoy. Maybe fitness, cafes, skincare, or online education. Create small, fake client projects for each one. Design a set of Instagram posts for a made-up coffee shop. Redesign YouTube thumbnails for a channel you like. Build a mini slide deck for a pretend SaaS startup. For each project, don't just dump images. Tell a tiny story. Explain what the brand is, what problem you were solving, how you iterated, and what the final result looks like. Even 3 or 4 well-explained case studies can put you ahead of other beginners who only show random images with no context. You can host this work on a simple Behance profile, a Notion page, or a 1-page portfolio site. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to load fast, be easy to navigate, and show your best 8 to 15 pieces. Then add something that almost no beginner uses: proof. If you're applying to remote jobs, your communication and language skills matter. That's where skills tests come in. On platforms like HireBasis, you can create a free profile, take an English proficiency test and a critical reasoning test, and show those scores next to your portfolio. It's a quick way of saying, I'm serious, I'm capable, and I can handle remote communication. You can also check your typing speed and list it. It sounds small, But being able to respond quickly and clearly in chat or email is a real advantage when everything is done online. Once your portfolio and proof are in place, you're ready for the job hunt. Instead of applying everywhere randomly, focus on remote-first platforms. On HireBasis, for example, the jobs are all remote. You can filter for design-related keywords, like graphic designer, creative assistant, Canva, or Figma, and aim for roles that say junior, assistant, or entry-level. Because job seeker accounts are free, you're not paying a subscription just to see what's out there. On bigger job sites like LinkedIn or Indeed, be specific with your search terms. Junior graphic designer remote, Canva designer freelance, social media designer part-time. And don't ignore the indie world. Small e-commerce brands, coaches, and YouTubers often hire their first designer via a DM or a simple job post in a Facebook group. When you reach out, don't send a generic paragraph. Mention one thing you genuinely like about their brand, share one or two directly relevant samples, and offer a low-risk start, like a small paid test project or a single thumbnail redesign. Your goal is not to prove you're the best designer in the world. Your goal is to prove you're the easiest person to try. Once you land that first gig, your focus shifts to becoming unignorable. Deliver on time. Communicate clearly. Use feedback to improve your eye. Set up simple systems, like organized file structures and reusable templates, that make you look like a pro even while you're still learning. Ask about results. Did the new thumbnail get more clicks? Did the updated product images help sales? The more you connect your design work to outcomes, the faster you'll grow. And remember, the no experience label has an expiry date. If you start today, learning the fundamentals, building a focused mini portfolio, taking a couple of skills tests, and applying thoughtfully, 6 to 12 months from now, you won't be someone who wants to become a remote graphic designer. You'll be someone who already is one, and who's planning the next step. If you're ready for that first step, check out the remote design and creative roles available on HireBasis, build that first case study this week, and send out your first round of targeted applications. Your design career doesn't have to start with a big break. It starts with one small project done really well.